gonna keep bucking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain I've gained. A newer way, pursue my rays. Look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay, 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 okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Okay, 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 okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. No, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm asked for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll glow through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way, man. I'm in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay, 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 okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Okay, 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 okay. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play.
Let's get this thing started. Let's fire up. Let's fire up. Let's fire up. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on this beautiful Thursday afternoon? Day 2 is in the books, everybody. Day 2 is in the books for Ravens training camp, and we're back with a recap of all things that I could find from the media. Again, recapping what we can find from Cordell Woodland, from Jonah Schaefer. They squabbling out there. That's all I'm gonna say. They squabbling out there. Jonah Schaefer and I forgot the young lady's name again. I'm gonna get Morgan. I think is her name. Morgan Adsit, and a couple more people that have joined the flock in reporting some stuff. But hey, let's get this thing rolling, man. Some shots out to Malik B. Matter of fact, I want to give y'all proper due. Let me do that the right way, like we always do. Shout out to Malik B for coming in with his Raven tweet as always. Blackula, Big Reg, Cam, Kenny Will, Ty, who witnessed the stray I caught earlier. I still don't know why I caught the stray. I don't know what I did or why it was my fault. But I ain't no Punk B. Just know that. Just know. I just know. Just know. Just know. What up, Zeke? Appreciate you for coming through. Nerone, what's good? What's good? What's good? What up, Mingo? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? But let's get this thing. Let's get this thing rolling. We're gonna jump right on into it and do what we gotta do and get on up out of here. And let's see what's going on with the flock for Thursday, July 24th, 2025, day 2 of Ravens training camp. Let's get this thing started. Let me get the proper screen up. Bam. Right. TY, all I did was logged in, said what's up, and shots was fired. I had to dodge stuff like Neo. I'm like, what he say forget me for? I'm like 50. I ain't did nothing. All I did was open the door and walk in. That's it. That's it. And then when I asked him what I did, there was no response. So forget it. It is what it is, man. Water off a duck's back. That's what it is. Water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. All right, let's get this thing rolling. So first off, we got it says Chuck. This is from Cordell. It says Chuck Smith and Calvin Noy getting some work in with Aeneas Peoples, taking it all in. And what up, Fub? What up, bruz? Fub the bruz. Let me see if I can play this without the sound. I bet the sound gonna pop in once I hit play. It is not. Now, there's no better person to learn pass rush moves from Chuck Smith and Van Noy, who's had a serious resurgence in the, I don't want to say the prime of his career, in the back end of his career. What up, Dwayne? In the back end of his career. Chuck is a pass rush specialist. Calvin Noy has had career years on the back end of his career. Like he said in his press conference later on, he's closer to the end than he is at the beginning. So, young buck, whatever they're saying, lock it in, use it. Whatever you already have, add that to your mental Rolodex and go with it. Go with it. And I appreciate those guys willing to take a young guy and to the side or whatever and teach him some stuff. Because we know there are some veterans that just won't take young guys under their wing and teach them anything. That's not going to call no names or point no elbows or talk about anybody that wears jersey number 5. But we know there's some older guys that won't pull young guys in and try to put them under their wing. But we just know that don't happen. All right. On the lighter side, the red flag that I mentioned yesterday, which was in the title of the thumbnail. Oh, I'm sorry, not the title of the video. It was Zay Flowers hurting his leg. And he came back today in practice. What up, Alicia? Appreciate you for coming through. What up, Clot? Appreciate you guys. Zay practiced today. Looked like he was full speed, so that's a good thing. So apparently whatever happened yesterday was no big deal. And what I was afraid of was once the adrenaline wore off, that he would have some soreness, some stiffness, but apparently that was not the case. He came out and practiced and did what he needed to do. Boy, youth. Youth is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to be young, full of energy, and have all your muscles and joints and stuff still work like they supposed to. But let's keep this thing rolling. All right, next up, we got a video from Cordell that says the DBs practicing shedding blocks and punching the ball out, featuring Chuck Pagano. Now, what I will say on this is DBs getting off of blocks is a major thing, because anytime, what up, Rave Kingdom? If you don't know, hold on one second. If you don't know, this is Rave Kingdom. He's Big E3. If you don't know, this is Rave Kingdom now. Just so you know, that's Rave Kingdom. So you can call him Biggie, you can call him Rave. Though some people have been wondering where he was. He's been here. He's incognito now. Just so you know. He's incognito. But back to the DBs. Anytime you see a long run from a running back, you're going to see a wide receiver blocking downfield. So it's imperative that our DBs learn how to get off blocks and go make tackles. Because if you don't, you're going to see some long runs from running backs on the opposing team. But it's a good job to stack and shed and get off them blocks. And even though it looks minute here, getting off a block requires you to be as violent as you know what. I mean, you have to do any and everything to get off block. My man Kyle go. Hey, they squabbling out there, Dwayne. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. They squabbling out there, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. I just know I had plenty of laughs today. Between them and Cam Newton, I had some laughs today. But we're going to keep this going. This one from the aforementioned Jonas Schaefer. Wide receivers going through drills with the biggest cheers for Zay Flowers at the end. No sign of D-Hop. However, we didn't see him get hurt yesterday. And John talked about D-Hop in his press conference. He was saying he something not serious happened to his lower leg, and they just kept him out for precautions. And what I was interested in this video is watching, let me mute it, is watching Tez Walker and see how he gets in and out of breaks. And this is Tez going right here. Bam. I want to see him get his body over his toes. See the body lean. And for a taller guy, it's kind of hard for him to do that, but I love it. I love it. The body lean. He don't waste steps in his breaks. And that's going to be big for him. So he can get back to being explosive. Zay is going to be natural because Zay is a smaller guy. What up, Matt? Bateman has kind of mastered it too. Look at Bateman. See how quick and easy it is for Bateman? I don't know. Did Zay go on this? Watch that Zay. Let's see. It should be easy for Wallace too. It is easy for Wallace. I don't think we get a rep out of Zay on this one. '83 is Wester, so it's easy for Wester too. And all these little cone drills gonna be good for these smaller guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, we got a note from Jeff Zarebic. What up, Michael Robinson? What up, Cyborg? What up, Sam Moore? Appreciate you guys for coming through. Appreciate it. Jeff says wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins isn't on the practice field. We just said that. Otherwise, the only absence is Emory Jones. Now, I did see a note that says Emory Jones may start the practice next month. Ray, come on, man. All right, Rave. Raven C. Ravens, all right. So we got this back and forth going. All right. Just know. I'm gonna get you back. But I appreciate you for coming through. Just know I'm gonna get you back. Just know I'm gonna get you back. But Emory Jones could practice next month. I don't know when Ardarius Washington will practice, and we talked in length about Jake Hummel. Has Jake Hummel practiced at all? I know he had the birth of his kid in OTAs, and then he got this hand now, and I'm telling you, Trent Simpson, Buchanan, the two UDFAs, Jake Hummel, you can't make the club in the tub, big dog. You can't make the club in the tub. What up, Will? What up, Will G? Appreciate you, big dog. It's been a while. It's been a while. Watch it. Appreciate you. Oh, he says, what Will says. Sup, coach? Watching you from the job as I patch these servers. Have a great show. I appreciate you. Salute, man. It's been a while. Hey, I'm glad to see you popping up, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you. All right, next up, we got Derrick Henry going through bag drills. Big man shouldn't move that fast. Big man shouldn't be that agile. And I'll tell you this. See this guy right here? In my neck of the woods right here, this guy's considered a terrorist. But at this point, I love him. In my neck of the woods, this dude right here is considered a terrorist, but I love him. Good old Taggart. But he's doing a good job with them running backs up there in Baltimore. What up, Static? Appreciate you for coming through. And Nick. What up, Marlon Day? Thank you. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Derrick Henry. Now, let me ask y'all this question since I got y'all here. So, with Keaton being back to 100%, we know what Justice Hill gives us. Do y'all think we should push Derrick to get to 2,000 yards? Should we put that strain on him to get that 2,000 yards? Or should we just let him hover around 1,500 and have him, healthy for the playoffs? I want, because I feel like he shouldn't even go for the 2,000. Just have him healthy for the playoffs. That's what I think. But what do you guys think? Got a little action from Roger Rose. I'm gonna try not to mess his name up that much this year. I'm gonna start calling him Roger Rose, so I can stop messing his name up. Cause I don't want to see him in the streets and he had that smoke with me. Roger Rose getting a little action, good hand placement, got them thumbs up, driving. I love the way he refit that hand. That left hand is out of place, and I love the way he refit it. Watch this. Left arm's outside. Refit right there. Good job. Good job. I love it. Love it. Little fundamental stuff. Leg drive, leverage, little fundamental stuff with the bag. And he has to work leverage, leg drive, and all that good stuff because he ain't thick. He ain't thick. He do look a little bigger, Cam. He does. He does look a little bigger, but he still ain't thick. I mean, just with the dude he's going against, that dude he's going against way bigger than him. So his technique has to be flawless. His technique has to be flawless. Has to be. What up, Tom Johnson? Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, what we got here? Oh, we saw this earlier about them working together. But Morgan says rookie D-line and these people learn from the best. Yeah, we got that. We got that. Fub. Let's go back to Fub. This is what I envision for Fub. And Fub is 93 out there for those that don't know Aeneas Peoples. I see Fub coming in on third downs when we get into our speed package. And him it'd be Van Noy, it'd be Fub, it'd be Matabike and Green. I say that's our third down pass rushers. If it's like 3rd and 8 and we pretty much know they passing, Van Noy, Matabike, Fub, and Mike Green. That's some speed and power for your butt right there. That's some speed and power for your butt right there. Edge, Van Noy, Mike Green. Interior, Peoples, Matabike. That's some speed and some power right there. And you don't lose run defense. If you do lose run defense in that situation, it may be Fub. Now I'm talking about pass rush, not in run stopping, Cam. I'm talking about pass rush, just straight pass rush. Straight pass rush. What up, Run Rock Beats? What up, Blackula? What up, Brandon? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. I'm talking about just strictly 3rd and long. Not as a regular package. Just strictly 3rd and long. When we know they throwing. Rotate Owe and Ojabo. I done lost faith in Ojabo. I do. I really have. What Marlon says. I'm loving what's going on in our secondary. Yeah, I do too. I do. So far, I do. I think just, and we're gonna talk about what the little chemistry with Jair and Marlo a little bit later when we get to the press conference. But I love what I'm hearing so far. I do. I really do. Oh, well, I talked about earlier with Zay breaking down. Look how fluid he is hitting them cones. It's second nature to him. It's second nature. I'm gonna see if I can stop it with their head and shoulders over the knees. Bam. Look at that. Look how low he is to the ground. Look at that center of gravity. Bam. Right there. Ooh, them kids be loud. Bam. Look at that. Shoulders over the knees. That's perfect. That's perfection. That's teach tape right there. That is teach tape right there. Teach tape. That's perfection. That all lines up. If I could draw a straight line from his shoulders to his knees, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. Let's keep rolling. Bo Smoker. This is from Bo Smoker. All right, we got a little, I guess you could call it play-by-play when they were doing 11-on-11s from Brian Wacker. He says, Lamar things. Just pump faked a rushing Van Noy off the ground, then slung a side-on pass to a side-on pass under him to Kolar, who was then stripped by Roquan before recovering. Then he came right back and said, Bateman just cooked Wiggins deep, and Lamar dropped a 60-yard dime to him. Just pretty. And I think this the one that Cam had sent me in the DMs, but I had already bookmarked it and saw it. I love the chemistry already building. I love it. Hey, Brandon, you should have been here yesterday when we was laughing at Brandon Stevens. We ended yesterday's show laughing at Brandon Stevens. We ended yesterday's show laughing at Brandon Stevens. But back to Bateman. I'm telling y'all, man, 1,000 yards is loading. What up, Big O? 1,000 yards are loading for Bateman, man. I just feel it, man. I really feel it. I really do feel it. Then I think the next one is from Brian Wacker as well. He says Ravens UDFA DB Ruben Lowry with another splash. Picked off Rush on a nice play over the middle. He had a nice spring too as well. Picked off Cooper Rush. Talking about the backup quarterback. So I think a couple of people made note of Ruben Lowry making a couple of plays yesterday and today as well. Now I don't know if there's room for him in the DB room because the DB room is kind of stacked. But practice squad guy that may keep in mind all these UDFAs, even though they're on our roster right now, they're trying out for 31 other teams as well. Because we know, and you guys know it as well, our guys that we put on the practice squad and or cut, a lot of times they get picked up as well. They get picked up on other teams. So they just trying to get tape so they can get jobs elsewhere. A lot of times the people we cut, they go to the Houston Texans or the Jets. A lot of times they go to Houston Texans or the Jets. Appreciate you, Sam. Sam dropped 5. He didn't have a message, but I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. Now, we don't like on this screen because I got so much going on this screen, the donation stuff don't pop up. But when we flip to another screen, it will pop up. I just got it blocked because we have so much going on this screen, it don't pop up on this one. But again, thank you, Sam, for the donation. I appreciate it. All the donations go right back into the channel with me trying to upgrade stuff and do more stuff and make this channel enjoyable for everybody. So thank you, Samuel Moore. I appreciate it. Let's keep rolling, man. Next up, from a note from Jeff Zariba, he says the first 2 interceptions of camp. We don't like that. But I do like the fact that it's Trent Simpson. It says Trent Simpson picked off a Lamar Jackson pass that hit off Isaiah Likely's hands. Come on, Likely, catch the ball. Jackson ripped off his helmet in anger, and UDFA Ruben Lowry, who is around the ball a lot, stepped in front of Anthony Miller and intercepted a Devin Leary throw. So that's an interception from all 3 quarterbacks. Why is Leary on the team? Me either, man. I'm gonna say it again, man. I wasn't able to see practice. But from watching the 2 preseason games, Emory Jones outplayed Leary last year. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do, but Emory Jones out. Come on, Malik. Emory Jones outplayed Emory Jones, man, last year, and I feel like Emory Jones should have beat out Devin Leary. I really do. I don't know. Maybe it's because he was drafted or that was T's guy, but but good for Trent, good for Ruben Lowry. I mean, and you got to have some back and forth. You can't have the defense can't completely dominate the offense. The offense can't completely dominate the defense. You got to have some back and forth, and it's it's good for the team to have back and forth. It is, but I still think I'm not impressed with us having Cooper Rush, even though I do think Cooper Rush is a better backup than what we had. I will say that. I think Cooper Rush is a better backup than what we had. And I don't know how much that says. Cooper needs to be rushed out of Baltimore. Boy, y'all on it today, boy. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Y'all are on it today. Y'all on it. Let's keep rolling. Morgan Adsit, she said, I made a way too early projecting a 53-man roster last week and left off some undrafted players. I know it's tradition around here to at least one latches on the initial. Cornerback Ruben Lowry running safety a lot right now. He had an interception today. Could be the undrafted story from UT Chattanooga. Now, it's funny that she said he's been running a lot of safety today, because if y'all remember, JADIR was playing a lot of safety as well. And for those that don't know, JADIR is Jalen Armour Davis Injury Reserve. For those that are new or those that haven't been here a long time, JADIR is Jalen Armour Davis Injury Reserve, because that's always where he was. Rush was good to keep. Yes, I agree, Bro Flacco. That's why I said I think Cooper Rush is an upgrade from Johnson and Tyler Huntley. I wish we had still had better, but I agree. I agree. All right, let's keep rolling. Let's see. We got a 1 minute video. Let's see what's in this 1 minute video. This is from Concussed Kenny, but Morgan Adsit retweeted it today, or re-X'd it today, or whatever the proper way to say this. Hey, how many of y'all was here yesterday when I completely screwed up my math talking about the years Lamar had left? I went back and looked at that, boy. I was tripping yesterday. Talking about Lamar had 19 years. That was 9. I don't know what I was thinking. I was tripping yesterday. My math was not mathing, but I love Stanley with the hands. Lineman and ladder drills, hand fits. Ben Cleveland sliding. It might be the only time we see Ben Cleveland all year. And I was serious with it too. He got 19 more years. Boy, I was that was funny to me, boy, when I went back and looked at it. Boy, I was adamant and adamantly stupid. But I can laugh at myself though. I was adamantly stupid. But it's good to laugh at yourself though. It's good to laugh at yourself. That's good. That was funny. What up, Mike B? Thank you. Appreciate the donation, Mike. If you got a message, let me know. Appreciate it. Mike dropped the 10. Appreciate it. And again, the animations will pop up when I flip screen. Big Country looking slim. Which Big Country? Oh, he must be talking about Falele. You talking about Falele or Ben Cleveland? Got to be talking about Ben Cleveland, because that's who we call Big Country. Let me go back to them on that ladder. I'm gonna tell you who I'll be watching a lot of in preseason. Is 71. Kid from Alabama A&M. I'll be watching him a lot in the preseason. Ben Cleveland do look a little slimmer. He does. Ben Cleveland does look a little slimmer. He does. I'll give him that. He does look a little slimmer. Oh, there go Falele right there. Now, from this picture right here, I can't tell if Falele look a little slimmer. But in that video with what's the guy in Dallas? The offensive line guru. I forget his name, but I posted it. He looks slim in that video too. He still got center feet. We'll see soon. I hope he is too, Donovan. I'm rooting for him to be good, because we know he gonna play. We got a video that starts off with Jair. Release, go get the ball, scoop and score. Back pet, zone drops. That's your zone turns right there. Release, scoop and score. The other way, make the tackle. Little backward ladder work. Hey, that's harder than it looks for those that haven't had to do that before. That backwards ladder is harder to do than it looks. Probably needs to cut another 10. Possibly. Yeah, I got one field already, Will. I got I got to see what the interest is on the second one. So this is a video completely of Jair. Pretty much a lot of the same clips. So let's keep rolling. Got one more day 2 of Raven training camp. I'm going to try to skim a little bit, see what she got going. Oh, here's Lamar. This is different. All right, let's roll with this one. That second video was pretty much all Jair. L Boogie. Hey, what was Lamar's name in Power? What was Lamar's name? I forgot. Lele on that Ozempic. What was Lamar's name in that episode of Power? E-Tone. That's what it was. E-Tone. E-Tone. I'm gonna have to go find that and put it on my like when he scored a touchdown or something. Let that be like the graphic that pop up. What up, Showcase, Mr. Jackson? Kenny? E-Tone, that's what it was. More little drill work on the ladder. I used to be decent on the ladder till I found out I didn't have cartilage in that right knee. Then every little step I take hurts my knee. More Jair. Boy, we focus on Jair, boy. It's, new faces. New faces. John. Let me skim on through this. Marlon. Some of the same stuff. I will tell you this, Bowie TV has a long video yesterday with a lot of stuff from a lot of video that I didn't see yesterday on anybody's feed. It's like an 11-minute video, so if you want to go check that out, Bowie TV on YouTube, she had like an 11-minute video that I watched this morning with a bunch of drills and a bunch of receivers running routes and stuff like that I didn't see on anybody's feed. And I didn't want to come on here and just show her whole 11-minute video, so I'm just telling you about it now that, if you want to go check that out from yesterday. Morgan Asset with some notes. She says, during early 11 on 11, Ravens cornerback Jair Alexander not running with the ones, but it's early, and he had a late start with no minicamp. So I'm not mad at that, because you think about it. You got, if they're in base, if they're in some kind of base, they're in some, and we're technically 3-4. Technically 3-4. The two corners is Wiggins and Wiggins and Marlowe. Now, when we go nickel, then you run into whatever. Spell what? Spell what, Mingo? What I'm spelling? What I said? I know I probably messed something up. What I messed up? Oh, Bowie TV. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Bowie TV. My bad. Bowie TV. That. What Paul said. What Paul said. Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I thought I had messed something up. No, but Marlowe is the nickel. But if we in base, Marlowe will be one of them outside corners. So when we go to nickel, he just slide in. But what I was saying is, when we go to nickel, Jalen Armour Davis is a guy. If they start, I'm assuming they didn't start off with 3 corners and not have Jair out there to prove a point, which then goes back to that other stuff from last year with them receivers, with the unnamed guy with a bunch of dreadlocks that used to play for the Steelers and now plays for the Browns, and that guy. But we gonna throw them bad vibes out there. But he'll eventually be out there. It was day 2. He'll learn what we got to learn and all this stuff. So this right here is not a big thing to me. Jonas Schaefer, he said some fun one-on-ones and a half-field passing drill. Devontae Walker versus Jair Alexander on a go ball. Alexander clamped him. Next time, TJ Tampa versus Rashad Bateman, a nice PBU on a vertical route. Mark Andrews best Marlon Humphrey, separation on the stop and go and high point at the ball. Oh, so Basically, Devontae Walker beat Jair Alexander. Then Alexander clamped him the next time. T.J. Tampa got Rashad Bateman with a PBU. And then Mark Andrews got Marlon Humphreys on a stop and go and high pointed the ball. I didn't know what the greater than meant in that, but that's what that meant. I had to figure it out. Had to do some figuring out. All right, next. From Jeff. Ravens first round pick Malachi Starks is having a nice day. Broke up a pass to Charlie Kolar and then picked off Lamar on an overthrow. So would that be 4 interceptions today if I count them all? Because earlier they said 3. All 3 quarterbacks had an interception. And now this is the 4th one to Malachi Starks. But, I mean, again, it's you got to have back and forth. The defense got to figure out like what they doing and can make plays, and the offense figure out what they doing and make some plays. It is what it is. You got to have up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You can't just always be up or always be down. Next from Jeff, it says Devontae Walker beat Jair Alexander on a deep route in one-on-ones. The two matched up again. Alexander had a pass breakup. Neither Andrews nor Alexander appeared pleased that the one-on-one session ended as they were about to match up. Oh, that's what they were talking about in the press conference. Jair wanted to keep going. What up, Big O? Quick question for you. If Project Pat has to miss a game or two, who is his backup? Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. That is a really good question. Ooh, he stumped me on that one. I would want to say Kolar. That Malik put it in there for I would want to say Cornrow Kolar. And we just some sets we won't be able to run. But I would say Kolar's reps would just amp up. And that would go more 11 and 10 personnel. That's a great question though, Big O. But I would feel like Kolar would get more reps. And like a 3 tight end set, like Cam said. I don't think we really have a backup for Ricard. We just would do different stuff. That's a great question. I do like the fact that Ted's getting some reps too, J6. I like that. A little note from Bo Smoker. Ravens have wrapped up their workout. John Holland got all the work at kicker and went 9 for 9 with a long of 42. They did have to push one back because of a one back kick because of a false start. So him going 9 for 9, I think he went 4 of 5 yesterday or 5 of 6. Whatever it was, he missed one kick yesterday. So basically 2 days of practice, he's missed one kick. So that's where he's at. He's missed one kick in 2 days, and then to go 9 for 9 is great. And he's in the competition with the guy we drafted. Why does his name leave me right now? Probably because I'm looking at that message and it kind of perturbed me for a minute. But let's keep going. Jonas, the aforementioned Jonas, Gangster Jonas. Day 2 just wrapped, and Lamar Jackson was strong, starting unofficially 7 of 10 and 11 on 11s and 7 of 8 and 7 on 7s. Tyler Loop was the name that I couldn't think of just a minute ago. Tyler Loop didn't kick. John Holland made every field goal he took. Offseason standout Ruben Lowry added another pick. Aeneas Peebles got Fub after a nice pressure. So good wrap up for the day. And to go 7 of 8 and 7 of 10 in team drills and 7 on 7 is good. Again, you got to have up and downs. Other practice standouts, Jalen Norman Davis had a couple of PBUs. Anthony Miller made some plays. It's good to see some of them guys making plays, and I really can't wait to see them in preseason to see what they do against other guys. And not only preseason, but in the practices versus other teams. Because, when we practice against each other, everything's going to be controlled, and you won't get the actual intensity that you'll get when you are in the padded practices versus other teams and the actual games. Because we pretty much know who our starters are, so we really looking to see who are going to be our depth pieces throughout the rest of this season and see what we're going to get out of those guys, especially guys like Jalen Norman Davis, guys going to be battling for backup spots. No, I think he only had one, Mr. Jackson, but just multiple people have talked about it. I think he had one yesterday and maybe one today. I think that's what it is. I don't think he had 3 today. I just think multiple people have talked about it. I think that's what it was. Kyle Hamilton and Isaiah Likely are getting some extra one-on-one work after training camp today. They had some pretty intense practice battles over the years. Yeah, I think Isaiah Likely spoke on it a while ago that he loves to go against Kyle, and Kyle loves to go against him because they love. They feel like they're the best on each side, so they love going against each other. And that's more of that iron sharpening iron, as Cordell talked about yesterday, and as I always mention it. If you think you the best over there, I want to go against the best, and that's how we get better. And I love that mentality. I don't want to go against a sorry dude that I'm gonna beat all the time because I can't get better like that. I just don't get better like that. This is what John said about DeAndre. He says he fell on his leg and they're being cautious. That's why he didn't practice today. So no real injury, but they're just out there being cautious. So this guy, I can't think of his name, and you guys know he was on the vault with Sarah and Bobby Warren Sharp, and he talked about the Ravens struggling in one score games and Lamar struggling versus the blitz. So with what up, Ryan here? I don't know. Ryan may be here. Ryan be popping in from time to time. But Warren Sharp was on the vault, and he talked about the Ravens struggling in one score games, and he also talked about Lamar struggling versus the blitz. So somebody DM'd me about, because I didn't know about it, but somebody DM'd me and asked me about the blitz. So that's why I made the video about Lamar and the blitz. And then I saw the bevy of messages that Ken McCusick put out about the one score games. So it apparently touched the nerve with Ken as well. So I guess, the topic has made its way through the Ravens verse, and John was asked about it, and Cordell said John refuted that the Ravens struggle in one score games. He feels like they've won a lot of games and said everyone should check their record in 2-score games. Now, normally, John is fluid in sarcasm. He's really fluid in sarcasm. 3-2-0 swoo. Hey, I put out a video basically refuting what they said about that versus the blitz. Lamar is great against the blitz. Great against the blitz. So I dismiss what they talking about. Now, way back when he probably wasn't, but last year he was great versus the blitz. So I don't know what they talking about. Don't know it at all. But John is fluid in sarcasm, and this was pretty funny to me. Sometimes he get on my nerves with his sarcasm, but this one was pretty funny. Let's see. He talked about Keaton Mitchell. Let's see what he said about Keaton Mitchell. I missed this one.
Doing all the things really well. Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he looks really good. He had got one around the right side today. You saw the speed, doing all the things really well. I just want to keep seeing him grow through the rest of camp, but looks like he's back. As far as all the things you're talking about, the speed and the explosiveness, it sure looks like it's back. Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he looks.
Boy, Donovan, give me your phone. 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 Give it to me. Give it to me, Donovan. Give it to me, Donovan. Give it up. Give me your phone, Donovan. Boy, y'all funny today, boy. Y'all are funny today. Hey, I will say this before I go through these Kyle Van Noy quotes. Kyle Van Noy had an excellent interview today. Like all the different points, whatever they asked him, his answers. Kyle Van Noy's interview after practice today was great. It was great. And I'm not gonna go through every part of it, but just if I don't know if the Ravens chopped it up, but his interview was amazing. Jonas Schaefer said, on paper, we've got guys. Well, he's quoting Kyle, but it doesn't mean shit if we don't play together. And he's 100% right. I feel like we have one of the best rosters, but it means nothing if they don't execute, if they don't produce day by day. Forget the Super Bowl. Forget the playoffs. Every day in training camp, leading up to every game, and let the rest of the stuff take care of itself. KVN has definitely been on one, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Morgan says she asked Keaton Mitchell if he's the fastest on his team. He said yes, and then it's probably between him and Nate Wiggins. Another quote from, not quote, but a little note from Jonas Schaefer. Calvin Noyes said Nnamdi Madubuike and Travis Jones are the best interior duo in the interior D-line duo. He said Jones, before his ankle injury, was dominant as Dexter Lawrence among nose tackles. I'm going to pat myself on the back on that. Because those that were here knows I've been screaming Big Zah's name for a long time. And I've been saying that the beginning of the season, even though we paid Madubuike, Big Zah was the guy. He was like, they started off double teaming Madubuike, and Travis Jones was eating to the fact where they was like, forget Nnamdi Madubuike, we got to double team this dude. And then he hurt his ankle and all that changed. But Travis was going ham. And I had been screaming that over on this channel when I saw it on tape. And I know Nnamdi's the name and got the money, but Travis was eating before that ankle injury. Was eating. For real, for real. But let's keep rolling. Let me take my little pat on the back. All right, little note from Jeff. He says, oh, that's the same thing. Jair said Lamar was a huge reason why he came here. We all know that. It would have explored more options, then decide if Lamar wasn't here. And we pretty much know that. Let's say what Jair
Lamar,
said.
yeah, he threw a back shoulder. He tried to throw a back shoulder on me with D-Hop. So, I had to give him a little jazz about that. I said, come on, man. I know it's my first day, but, man, it's still me. You know what I mean? It's still me.
Still me.
So, but, it's always fun, man. We can joke like that. Lamar, yeah, he threw a back shoulder. He tried to throw a back shoulder on me with D-Hop. So, I had to give him a little jazz about that. I said, come on, man. I know it's my first day, but, man, it's still me. You know what I mean? It's still me. So, but, it's always fun, man. We can joke like that. Lamar, yeah.
Right, Sam. Hey, Off the Couch University. That's what he called it. Off the Couch University. That's what Calvin Noah called it. Appreciate you, Sam. Off the Couch University. Jair, they asked Jair what he gonna bring to practice or what he gonna bring to the Ravens. He said, I'm gonna bring the energy and the juice, and said he feels great physically. And that's what a lot of people that said this wasn't a great move, saying that Jair is never healthy. So that's why this ain't a great move. Bull jive. I know he ain't played but 7 games these past 2 years, but we not gonna expect him to play every down. Because we got a bunch of corners. Now we want him in crunch time, but we got a bunch of corners. And if we can, he ain't the guy. He's the third corner. Cause we forget about Awuzie, and how you said Awuzie? We forget we got him too. And that's probably the reason why Jair ran with the twos, because we got Awuzie too. People forget about that. He is Terrence Howard. Come on, man. Hey, man. Yeah, man. He is Terrence Howard. Morgan says Jair said the team goal is to win the Super Bowl, and that's why he's here. He'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. Then we get to Marlon. Two weird guys, but their energy seemed really good together. Two weird guys, but their energy seemed weird together, and I liked it. And y'all know I always be saying Marlo won't be on some weird stuff off the field, but his weird match with Jair's weird. I felt a goodness about it. It felt good to me, and I'm just speaking on from me about it. I don't know what it was, but it just felt wholesome. That's the word I'm looking for. It felt wholesome. It says Marlon Humphrey on team with Jair Alexander. It's been exciting, but what I like most is his swag for the game. He's a perfect fit for us. Alexander said he thought he was weird, but Humphrey has beat him in that category. Does this man got a towel on? Bruh. What? This dude at the press conference with a towel on. See what I'm talking about? 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 Yeah, Wuze is the corner. He used to play for the Bengals, I think. And we picked him up probably like March or April. This man had a towel on. This was an interesting point he said, though. Marlon don't want him to be feared. I want to get back to this defense being feared. I don't think the Bengals fear our defense. They don't. I don't think the Steelers fear our defense. I don't know if I agree with that one. I ain't gonna say I know, but I don't think the Bengals fear our defense because of Joe and the two receivers. And we still can make plays on them. The Steelers, we shoot ourselves in the foot. But I think that's two separate entities right there. I think that's two separate entities. All right, and we gonna see what Cordell had to say about his about day 2. And this way, like, if you got questions for me, now's the time to put them in the chat so I can type back and answer your questions. So if you got questions while we listen to what Cordell say about this wrap up, I can answer them in the chat box right now.
Cordell Woodland here live from Owens Mills, still outside the castle on this beautiful day in Charm City, wrapping up day 2 of Ravens training camp. And look, day 2 was a lot more eventful than day 1 was. Definitely could tell they brushed the dust off a little bit. And today, the competition was there. Iron was definitely sharpening iron today. So let's jump right into it. In terms of the highlight of the day, I got 2 plays for you. Lamar Jackson is a part of both of them. One good, one not so good. Let's start with the good. Lamar hits Rashad Bateman on a 60-yard bomb up the sideline on the right side of the field. Really nice ball from Lamar Jackson, fitting it into Rashad Bateman, who was covered by both Nate Wiggins and Kyle Hamilton on the play. Really good coverage, but a better ball, and a great job by Bateman to catch the ball and find his way into the end zone. The highlight that was not so good for the offense, at least, really good highlight for the defense. Lamar ends up throwing the ball to Isaiah Likely over the middle of the field. And, you know, I obviously in that play, Likely was not his first read. By my count, watching Lamar survey the field, looked like Likely was probably his third option on that play. He ends up throwing it a little high and a little behind him. Likely jumps up to try to get it, and the ball goes off of his fingertips into the hands of Trenton Simpson. So a nice play from Trenton Simpson, who got his highlight of the day. I thought Dayton Wade flashed to me a little bit today. I thought he had a couple of really good reps. He had one rep against Jair Alexander in 7-on-7 where he ran a nice route, ended up kind of tripping coming out of his break, and he recovered. Ended up catching a really good ball that hits him in the numbers, and Jair Alexander was all over him. So a really good day for Dayton Wade. He would end up leaving practice a little early. We didn't get to talk to Harbs about him. I'm purely speculating. I didn't necessarily get the sense that it was an injury he was dealing with. I wonder if it's more of he just wasn't feeling that well. He was getting a lot of fluids, and he had the towel over his head. So he's one that we're going to monitor. Going back to Isaiah Likely real quick, Isaiah Likely had a really nice one-handed grab in 7-on-7 up the sideline where Lamar caught him. And honestly, I thought that ball was going to go over his head. It didn't look like a great pass, but Likely made a fantastic catch, man, and run after the catch. I'm really excited to see what he's able to do this year if given a lot more opportunities. No DeAndre Hopkins at practice today. John Harbaugh did tell us that Hopkins landed on his leg yesterday. It doesn't seem like they're overly concerned. He mainly said they kept him out today for precautionary reasons. John Hoyland, he was the only kicker to kick today. He went 6 for 6, 43 yards being the longest for him. He had a 42-yarder and I think a 40-yarder as well, a part of that. So good day for Hoyland. I would anticipate that we're going to get to see Tyler Loop get at it tomorrow. Also, let's go to one of the first rounders, Malachi Starks. Great day for Malachi Starks. Great day for him. He had one nice pass breakup in 7-on-7 where Lamar's trying to get it to Charlie Kohler, and I'm not lying. Malachi looks like he came out of nowhere. He's not in the frame, and all of a sudden he enters the frame and knocks the ball away from Cole. A really nice play from him. He also caught an interception on a deep ball into the end zone as well, and combined that with him blowing up a nice run, I thought, on a Justice Hill sweep. Malachi Starks comes up, fills the hole, blows that play up as soon as it gets started. So I thought he had a really strong day today. One thing for me, a lot of talk coming into camp this year was about the backup quarterbacks. I thought the backup quarterback play would be better. I thought Cooper Rush would be a lot better than what they've had behind Lamar. Look, anything behind Lamar is going to be a major drop-off. We all understand that.
Right.
But I just haven't been overly impressed by Cooper Rush or really Devin Leary either. And I think we kind of know what they have in Devin Leary. It's not that great. But Cooper Rush, I haven't necessarily been pleased with much that I've seen from him, to be honest with you. And I'm going back to OTAs and minicamp as well. He could be a gamer. I thought he'd be a pretty good signing for the Ravens because of how he has filled in out in Dallas, but hasn't necessarily blown me away so far. Roquan Smith, I wanted to mention this yesterday, but today I made a note to remember this. I think Roquan has kind of slimmed down a little bit, and I'm one of the people that thought it was kind of over talked about in terms of his weight last season. Look, he still turned out to be an all-pro. I thought Roquan, while he didn't start off the year great, I thought he finished really well. But looking at his midsection, kind of that stomach area, doesn't necessarily look like that pudge that may have been there a little bit last year. I don't see it right now. So definitely something to watch. But Roquan Smith looks like he's in really good shape today. So that's all I got right now. I got plenty more to give. Check out the fresh tape. Me and my co-host Ben Hall on 105.7 The Fan. We're live tonight from 6 to 8 on 105.7 The Fan. And if you're not in Baltimore, you can download the Odyssey app and check us out on there. We'll be taking your calls. So any questions you have about camp, feel free to call in and ask them. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. But I'll be back tomorrow out here for day 3 of Ravens training camp. I'll see you when I see you, Baltimore.
Hey, so that's Cordell's wrap up, man. He does a great job. He's a good dude. Again, I interviewed him on this channel a couple summers ago. So, hey, that's what I got for y'all today, man. I thank you, man. You guys have been great. Travis, Trey Vinci, thank you for coming in. Anybody that I missed for coming in, hey, I'm sorry that if I missed you, but I tried to say what's up to everybody. 320 Swoo, I appreciate you for coming through. Hey, this has been a blast, man. Thank you for coming through. We will be back tomorrow around the same time, but somewhere between 7 and 8 with a recap for everything that everybody has talked about, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna see if I can get these the stuff to pop up, that the donations and all that good stuff. Hold on, give me 1 second. I want everybody to get their credit when it does that. Let me see if it does it right. You might not see me, but I ain't gone. Let's see. So we got
you locked in.
Nate Dogg.
Locked in.
And that was yesterday. I guess it don't want to act right today. We'll get it figured out. I know what I can do this, though. I can do this. Let me do this, though. All right? It's more than one way to skin a cat. Y'all know that. And I'm from the country, so you know I figure stuff out. Give me 1 second. I figure stuff out. I'm from the country. You don't just tell us no and be done with it. Where is it? There it is. Roll. Bring this back up. Credit. Act right. There we go. Now come on through. See if it worked. Come on through. Not gonna come through? I guess it ain't gonna come through. Oh Lord, let me get my stuff fixed. But it should have came through. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get my stuff working and see why it ain't do what it's supposed to do when it do what it's supposed to do. But what it should have said was all the people that donated and did what it's supposed to do. We should have popped up. But It didn't. It is what it is. I get it fixed and see what's going on. It's the season just started. I'm in training camp too. So on that note, man, I appreciate y'all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like the video if you've not done so. Comment if you're watching the recap. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll see y'all tomorrow somewhere between 7 and 8. And tomorrow we're on team number 6 on the countdown. So if you haven't watched the countdown video yet, we're on team number 6. And then next week is the top 5. So it'll be a great time to tune in for that as well, man. So I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Peace and love.